Did you know that you might be living right next door to one of the greatest artists you'll ever know or that anyone will have ever seen? It's very true, because here in Polk County there are several hundred of really fantastic artists, and the Polk Museum of Art is going to be putting a lot of their work on display from November 14th to the 16th in an event that they are calling Fall for Art. And with us today to talk about this wonderful event is Sandy Horan, the PR and Marketing Manager for the Polk Museum of Art. Sandy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate you having me.
Well, tell us a little bit about Fall for Art.
Fall for Art is a new event this year that the museum started to support local and emerging artists primarily. We've always had interesting events in the fall that are good for people who like to go shopping, because, you know, it is good shopping season. And this year we decided to expand the offerings that we do to include some other events that will bring in some of our neighbors who are artists and who are still trying to get to the point where they can quit the day job and do their art full time. You know, it's a goal for all artists. And so we're really doing these events to embrace and support local and emerging artists.
Very nice. Now, what are some of the styles of arts or the milieu that they're going to be working in as far as what people will see when they come?
Well, I think there'll be lots of different media represented. You'll have people who are jewelry artists, which are always popular. You'll have painters and drawing and sculpting, lots of different stuff. So it kind of depends on what your favorite is, what you'll find most interesting to look at.
Very cool. Now, out of curiosity, is there going to be any sort of judging involved with this, or is this just for people to come out and enjoy?
Oh no, there's absolutely judging, because they're prizes. Like, we, want to support our artists. So this event, the new event, there are actually a bunch of them over a 3-day period, but the newest event is called an art crawl on Saturday, November 16th. And that will be outside at the museum, like in our parking lot primarily. There are 50 to 60 artists who will be showing their work, and it was a jury show. So we didn't just let everybody who put in an application come. We picked the top, probably third of applications, and invited them to show their work and sell their work at our museum that day. They're from all different art media, and they also are from a range of ages. We have somebody as young as a college freshman who will be in this show, which I think is very cool. This show is primarily for people in their 20s and 30s who are sort of interested in art collecting maybe, but they don't know what to buy, they don't know what they should look for, and a lot of these events that week will support people who are interested in art collecting but don't really know how to get started.
Oh, that's a great thing too if you think about it.
It's fun, and a lot of people think it's going to be really expensive to become a collector, but everything varies in price. These pieces will all be very affordable. I would say $10 to $300 in that range. Mm-hmm. So you can find, if a high-end piece is $300, you're doing pretty well.
And you never know, you might be one of the lucky people who finds the early work of the next great
Absolutely.
artist.
And it's great to find out how talented your neighbors are. It's very cool to meet people and say, wow, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, that's what really amazes me about Polk County is you always seem to bump into people that you wouldn't expect the level of talent and ability that they have, but you talk to them and you see what they do, and it just amazes you.
Well, these are people who have, day jobs, or they're students, and they're still trying to get to the point where they can make it enough and become successful enough at their art that they can do that full time. That takes a lot of commitment, a lot of discipline, and a lot of dedication to get to that point.
And a lot of support from the community, too.
And a lot of support. And so these are people who we really want to be supportive of. They're very local and emerging artists for the crawl. There will also be some really great bands playing in the afternoon and art demonstrations. Our friends at Ink Screen Printing will be doing some screen printing demonstrations, and they're going to bring 200 T-shirts to give away.
Oh, wow.
So if you're one of the early birds, you can screen print your own shirt with the cool logo that we're using for the crawl and take it home. And if you sleep in, you can bring your own shirt and they'll help you screen print it and take it home.
Oh, very nice.
That should be fun.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the other, I know you have the crawl that you were just talking about, what are some of the other events that are happening around this?
Well, earlier in the week, on Thursday, we're going to have the Gems and Jewels show, which is I always call it wearable art. It's jewelry, purses, scarves, all kinds of cool stuff. It's very popular, especially for Christmas shopping, and it's that time of year. And you can always find something really nice for myself. It's fun to do. And that's a great show, and that is from noon until 8 p.m. on Thursday, November 14th. Simultaneously, we'll be having something called Art Squared, which are literally square pieces of art, stuff you can put on your wall. I'm not saying it's all flat, but it's all things that will hang on the wall. From 5 by 5 inches to 12 by 12 inches.
Oh.
And really inexpensive, $25 to $40, depending on how big it is. And we've asked artists, some really well known, some not really well known, to donate these pieces, and they just sign them on the back, so you pick out what you like and buy it, and then you can flip it and see who you got, which
Nice.
is fun. And that's also a good lesson about collecting. It's really like what you like.
Uh-huh.
You really need to buy what you like. And sometimes you end up really lucky.
All right.
So it's going to be very fun. Those are really fun.
And even if it isn't worth a huge amount of money, you're always lucky with the fact that you have something beautiful that you can look at every
Absolutely.
day.
Something that you love in your house. The same night as Gems and Jewels, Art Square is going to be going the whole week, like Thursday through Saturday. The evening of Gems and Jewels, we're going to have what we're calling the holiday soiree and art auction, kind of a cocktail, dressier occasion, with some really nice pieces up for silent auction for people who are interested in buying. Those aren't all local artists, but some of them are, and they're really interesting pieces. And then the soiree is just fun. And the Gems and Jewels artists will still be around, so you can still look at that. There'll be lots of opportunities to find cool, pretty things that week.
With the holidays right around the corner.
That's right. And then Friday night, November 15th, we're doing a sort of panel discussion called Got Art, which is all about how to become a collector. Like, what do you need to know if you really want to become serious about it? Where to start?
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Lots of stuff going on. It's going to be a
Definitely.
very fun week.
Fantastic. Now tell me a little bit more about the Polk Museum of Art. What days are you open? What times can people come out and just enjoy the museum itself?
Right, the museum is open Tuesday through Sunday, so we're there almost all the time. The Tuesday through Saturday, we're open from 10 to 5. And now, on Fridays and Saturdays, we are free all day to everyone who wants to come
Great.
in. Our members always get in free, and students and children are always free. So it's really a very affordable deal. It's only $5 for general admission. But we really believe in making the museum very accessible, so it's pretty darn inexpensive. And we find lots of good excuses to let you in for free. I think the next fun one is Election Day.
Oh.
If you wear your I voted sticker in, we'll let you in for free. So that's pretty fun.
We'll definitely have to mark that one down on my calendar.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good excuse to let people in for free. Our goal is eventually to have all admission free, but it'll take a couple of years to get there.
Now with all these amazing things that are happening around the Fall for Art, how much is all of this going to cost someone to come out and enjoy?
Well, we're very lucky. We have some good corporate support from people like Mid-Florida, who's a corporate sponsor of ours, and Ink Screen Printing, who I mentioned earlier. And so it's all free.
Oh, wow.
All the events for those 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, will be free. There's no admission charge. Now, obviously, you might want to spend a few dollars and buy, a really nice pair of earrings for your mother, or something beautiful to hang on the wall in your bedroom. But admission is free for
Duly
all
noted.
3 events. Yes.
Excellent. Well, Sandy, thank you so much for coming out today and telling us about this wonderful event.
Thanks, Andy. I really appreciate you having me.
And if you're interested in coming out to see what your friends and neighbors are doing artistically, or to purchase something for the holidays that is artistically inclined, feel free to come out to Fall for Art, which once again is November 14th through the 16th at the Polk Museum of Art in Lakeland. Admission is free to this event, but if you'd like to find more information, go to their website at www.polkmuseumofart.org, or you can contact them at 863-688-7743.